Right?
Right.
I remember those days.
Yeah, remember?
Scraping shit, resin, smoking resin.
Resin hits, yeah.
Most of our new subscribers in the past 30 days are from the United States. I bet you Rob Ford will be at the dispensary on the first day. He'll be the first one in line.
Heck yeah.
3, Australia, Sweden, New Zealand. So it's all, you know, places that are for.
And that gig in Toronto? Yeah, it's the Underground or the Comedy.
Yeah. It's got the name of the places. It's something
it's not
at something else.
Yeah.
But Underground is the name of the comedy club. It's just a room in the back, and they let everybody smoke. I fucking greened out hard. Gone outside. I stayed inside the building and sat on a couch.
I wish I would have done like a short set. They made me do like a full headlining set, but I didn't get baked till the end. And what I did was I just waited till the last story, and they had this couch sitting on the stage. So this dude had rolled a joint, and I just said, "Hey, can I start that?" Which is kind of rude of me, but he didn't roll it for me. But I wound up smoking it and just sitting on the couch, and I told the story in a way I'd never told it before. Like I just fucking slowed down and didn't do it clubby, and it was so fun. I love that space. I wish there was something in LA where you could like do jokes like that, you know? I mean, that
somebody should be working on
that
it.
laid back,
you know what I mean? You just got to
'Cause-
find a venue. A lot of times there's issues with alcohol.
Right, so.
And that's another thing that I assume in Toronto isn't a problem. Because
Right.
that's the funny thing about
But
that
other
place in
weed
Toronto
cities,
is it is not legal. It is
No.
not legal there.
No.
And yet they just do it, and that's
They're
how cool Canada is
yeah.
everyone's like, whatever.
Right.
So there's a bunch of people in that room smoking weed. What do we
They
care?
know what's going on, yeah.
Who cares? As Fred Armisen says, as Joy Behar, who cares? It's time for you to hold this, my friend.
Oh, somebody wanted me to destroy this.
Destroy
on
it?
Twitter, yeah. They said, is this the, no, what's the thing where you make noise out of?
Oh,
They
yeah.
said your monkey.
The monkey's the beginning of the problem. This monkey is a lighter, which is, it looks like a kid's toy, but it's very dangerous. If you move one of his arms, flame comes out of the top of his head. But we noticed the same thing about it every time.
What?
That's what I'm asking you, is like, what are your impressions of it when you hold it?
Well, he's wearing a monkey mask.
But I mean, like, it does sort of look like a mask. It looks like those guys in The Dark Knight that robbed the bank at the beginning. But what
He's
about
in Point Break? He rides a motorcycle out of the building.
Can you believe there's a new Point Break
It
coming
looks like
out?
a piece of-
Yeah. Go see Uncle Nick, not New Point Break.
Yeah.
All right. So, but
What do people say about it?
Yeah, like when you first grab it, like what's your first impression of it? You know, how it feels.
Heavier than it looks?
This is what they want you to destroy.
Well, I walked right into it by noticing something.
Yeah, we get
God
people to
damn it.
say that it's a heavy monkey, hashtag heavy monkey.
It's a heavy monkey.
And then we blow the horn. But then it doesn't end there, my friend, because we have this.
What the fuck?
Hold on to that. Tell us what you think of that.
Well, it's an alpaca, clearly, right?
I think it's a llama.
It's a
but
llama?
Sure, whatever you want it to be.
Alpacas are similar, right? Are llamas long-haired and the alpacas aren't?
Oh, I don't know if that's the difference, but we've got a producer on hand who's got a computer, and he's going to look it up. He's going to tell us all about it.
I would call this alpaca. And then, do you fill it full of weed? Do you pack the alpaca and smoke out of his butthole? Yeah.
Alpaca is not a llama. It resembles.
It's not a llama.
It resembles a small llama in appearance, but it's actually a species of a camelid.
It's a camelid?
Yeah.
What's
What do I notice about it?
Yeah.
It's furry. Furry llama? No.
Enemy has been slain.
We accept almost anything with this one. It's fuzzy llama, furry
Fuzzy llama, okay.
Yeah, whatever people come up with. Okay, one more.
I get why people would want me to smack that out of your hand.
No, it's terrible. It's like, why are we all getting high together and then having to deal with an occasional air horn?
Yeah.
I
The
hate
poor guy
sudden loud
watching it at
noises
home
when
with
I'm...
his fucking headphones on so he doesn't wake up his roommates. It's like, God damn it.
It's got to be brutal, but people don't complain directly enough. If more people complain, I'll stop doing it. But usually
This
people
was
seem
just
to be
one
joking
dude
about
on
it.
Twitter. Like, he told me to
If you
smack
listen
it out
all
your
the
hand
time, you know it's coming.
and stomp on it, I think.
All right, but this is
Which
the
that
last,
seems like
this is the
something
last
I would
one.
do. Totally. No, I don't even want to start.
Come on, man. Touch it. Hold it.
All right.
What do you think of that thing?
Fucking hate it.
It's Squirt from Finding Nemo. I bet you've watched that one a few times.
Oh
as a
yeah,
kid.
I've seen that shit more than Die Hard at this point.
Oh no.
My favorite movie.
So
If you're a dad, that's what happens. You see. Luckily, my kid likes Pixar. He's really more into the quality. I haven't seen, like.
Did you see Inside Out?
Yeah,
Did you cry?
dude, I cried during all the fucking. I cried during the Good Dinosaur.
Oh, you just saw that?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Neat.
I told you that earlier.
You did?
Your listeners remember. No, they don't.
Did you like it though? Good
What am I
Dinosaur?
supposed to say about this asshole? I'm gonna drown him.
Oh, just say that it's like I think squishy. I think is the word we
No, I'm not
decided
gonna
on.
say that.
Okay. So you'll save
He's
you'll
bulgy.
save everybody the.
His eyes are bulgy.
Isn't it just? But it's also just kind of gross in general, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like
I
it.
can't believe it was in my luggage.
What do you
Like
mean?
somebody gave it to me out on the road, and I brought it home.
Oh, right. But I thought you made it sound like you found it in your luggage.
I can't believe I
Like-
found this in my luggage.
TSA.
What are they doing, TSA?
is like, this
to my bags?
motherfucker. Oh, sorry.
That's fine like that. You don't need to set it up. Let's make this resemble more like a table in a place where you or I lived when we were in
Right.
our 20s, where there was always, bong water stains in the carpet somewhere.
Oof.
Remember you and Patton when you were roommates in San Francisco? You had that bong that was like 6 feet high or something.
Yes. Yeah.
You had to have a spotter.
I had that
to,
with
to hit
Ngaio
it?
too. Yeah. You needed a spotter. I used to do a bit how I tried doing it by myself, and it was like a midget trying to kill himself with a shotgun. Sorry, little person trying to kill himself with a shotgun. Because you're like, anyway.
Can I ask you? I want to ask you something that's kind of
Sure.
serious and
Sure.
maybe a little sensitive. Hopefully you don't mind
What?
talking about it right now. I haven't seen this documentary Soaked in Bleach about Kurt Cobain and his death.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I haven't either. And
I like Montage of Heck.
I love Montage of Heck, but I'm afraid of this other movie because everybody that watches it walks away convinced that he was murdered and that he didn't kill himself.
So it's
And I
the
don't know if I
conspiracy
want
theory
that.
one. It's one that they've been making for a while, right?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Eh,
I bet you Courtney's had a lot of lawyers on that movie.
I know there's
for
people that believe in
years.
that, but I don't know.
And do we want to watch a movie about it?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Go see Uncle Nick.
Yeah. I love that you're.
An enemy
My
has
face
been
is
your
hanging
face
out in the
up.
middle of that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like one of those heads in
an
Mars
ally has
Attacks.
been slain.
Oh yeah.
Shut down.
What the fuck? I don't get
I
the
just saw a
reference.
few. There were people with their heads cut off.
Oh
They
yeah,
were-
yeah.
Their heads were floating, kind of. We got to get more states to legalize, Brian, so we travel around the country knocking shit over, making
What
friends.
an idiot.
We can smoke legally, don't you think? Doesn't
Yes.
it bum you out when you're like somewhere that feels real sketchy and like
Yeah.
and like fans want to smoke with you and you're like, I can't do it. It's like,
Right.
what are we gonna do? Stand around on the sidewalk doing it? But they'll do it. Like I've had in some of the most illegal places.
Yeah,
I've had the most
the locals
brazen
don't give a
people
fuck.
come up
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm always afraid of spending time in a local jail and
Yeah, and just
having to call my wife
just the
or
massive. Who?
my manager, call my wife.
My wife!
My wife. Yeah. He actually did that at my wedding.
I did.
You did that a lot at my wedding. You and John Schrader and a couple other people, I think Sarah too, they were all doing it.
Like
But
during the
this-
ceremony.
No, after.
Oh,
no,
okay,
like
okay.
during, when we're all hanging out, the after party.
I know
whatever they call
Ackerman
that
also
part.
enjoyed saying it, but I think he
Yes.
finally stopped because it's so
Well, this
old.
is 12 years ago.
Yeah,
so
I
there was a
know.
bunch of you.
I just can't stop
yelling
doing it.
Yeah.
And I won't stop. But voting is happening next year in a lot of places.
Oh, nice.
And starting with California, there's already more than one initiative that's working its way through the system. So that's probably going to happen. I mean, definitely going to happen. Arizona is likely, but still needs signatures. So go out and sign things, people of Arizona, because that's one of my favorite places to play, except for the weed being illegal part. Yeah, because I like the warm weather. The people are nice. Lots of friendly stoners.
My
there.
favorite places are all already kind of on board, with the exception of Texas. I mean, I'm in Austin a lot, but Austin
great.
people don't seem to worry about it. But Texas in general, they frown on the.
Yeah, no, it's an extremely conservative state, but as I've said on the show before, Republicans themselves are turning around on it because of all the money it brings in.
Yep.
Because it's the right of the individual. The government shouldn't have so much say in our lives. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Nevada is going to do something. I don't know what, but I guess it's going to be on the ballot in 2016. So please vote there because I'd love, weed is legal. Vegas would be amazing.
Oh man, yeah.
So much fun.
Because that's weird too. Like you go where you can basically shoot a prostitute in the face there legally. I think. But you can't
so.
smoke
Yeah.
weed.
You mean by shoot? You mean your jism?
Right.
Not.
What do you
a
think I
gun.
meant?
Yeah. No. You can shoot her right in the face.
No, but you know what I
Costs
mean?
a little extra,
They're
maybe, but-
lax on a lot of things in Vegas.
Yeah.
And their commercials like plug like how kind of, you can do some crazy shit here.
Yeah.
But don't bring your weed, hippie.
But that'll be great when it gets legalized. They can have a whole new campaign. What happens in
Yeah.
Vegas is forgotten
Yes.
shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
Elsewhere. Michigan is working on it, Michigan's always been pretty progressive as a state in the middle of the country.
Sure.
Ann Arbor is a great weed
Ann
town.
Arbor. God
Great
bless
weed
Ann
town.
Arbor. Great sandwich town. Which
I love them. Oh yeah,
with
you
the-
like Zingerberries.
Zingermans. And then if you're high,
Zingermans?
Zingermans. Yeah.
Zingermans.
Shot a movie that took place. I worked at a
I
Zingermans.
know. It was like
couldn't
a
have
dream
been
came
happier.
true.
I couldn't have been happier. And Jason Segel was trying to stay skinny, so I ate all his sandwiches. Because fat boy can stay fat. I've actually lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah?
Yeah, 30.
Wow, that is a lot.
I'm like down to, I'm down to a waist size I like haven't
You're
been.
30 more pounds in Uncle Nick?
I was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was like my heaviest. We shot that about 2 years ago.
Because that's also going to make your dick look smaller.
Yeah, I look huge in that movie, and that's part of what has encouraged me to lose.
And it's produced by Errol Morris, the
Yes.
documentarian?
Here's the thing. He wasn't involved in pre-production. He came on board after some screenings. He saw it and loved it. Our director
fantastic.
Chris Kasich also we have this through line that's shot documentary style about while I'm sort of having this booze spiral this night and getting more and more in trouble with my family. There's another story where I'm telling about 10 Cent Beer Night, which happened in Cleveland, an Indians game in the early 70s, and how this story sort of parallels that night. And he loved that element, and then he also liked the comedy element of the movie, you know. But it's a dark comedy. It's fucked up.
An enemy
Which
has
is
been
interesting to
slain.
see his name
Yeah.
presents.
No,
like, right at the top.
people read that and go, well, huh? He only does really super serious documentaries. But he came on board. And then the people that put it out, Dark Sky, traditionally they put out a lot of horror films. And this is not a horror film, but they liked the dark element mixed with
People are going to be
the
plenty
humor.
scared about having to see your dick.
My dick, yeah. It's only on screen for a second. It will hurt you like the moment in The Shining where you see that man bear pig blowing that lady, or whatever that is. You remember when she's running? Yeah, whatever that fucking
I don't
thing
care
is.
for that.
Yeah.
That's
Or the
not
moment
good.
in Pet Sematary where the spinal meningitis lady's in the corner and she kind of goes, rah! That's what it's like seeing my dick. It's just like that in Pet Sematary. You know the moment I mean.
Are you going to see Krampus?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, I think it looks right.
I like the anti-Christmas film.
PG-13
Yeah.
though.
Oh, man, really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
I hate that.
They got to get the family audience with a movie that
Yeah,
kids
sure.
shouldn't see.
Right.
You know, if they want it both ways. Let's do a quick pot topic before we go to our next break. It's been 2 years since Colorado legalized recreational marijuana, and a new Quinnipiac University poll shows that a majority of the state's voters say the outcome has been good. 55% of Colorado voters support the law and its outcome. 60% of male respondents supported it and 45% of females, so the ladies aren't as on board. But that's because they're thinking about the children.
Shut down.
There's people really, that is a huge factor in whether or not people appear on this show, whether or not, you know, they smoke in their public lives in general, is, you know, how do you deal with your own kids? And I just think, you know, it should be treated just like alcohol. I mean, maybe not 21, maybe 18.
Right.
But, you know, grow up, go to college, and then try it.
Right.
You know, give it a try while you're there. That should be the law. It should be against the law to not try weed in college. Everyone should just have to do it. And if someone doesn't want to smoke, I'll step up in tribute. And I'll smoke for them, like in Katniss in the Hunger Games. Do you watch the Hunger Games movies?
No, I watched the first one or two and I didn't get it. Yeah. It's not for us.
I don't know who it is for. And on that note, we'll be right back.
I'm Dan Levy and I'm the host of Baby Talk. What is Baby Talk? I'll tell you. It's a show where I take my comedian friends and bring them together with little children and a bunch of weird shit happens.
And I'm DJ Jensen Karp. You see, for the past 3 years, we've been doing a live show over at the Meltdown Theater in Los Angeles.
And we thought, how can we make less money? Let's put it on the internet.
So we've taken our strangest kids from the live show and paired them with our favorite broken comedians, and we filmed 9 episodes for you to watch online.
It's an original show that seems very similar to Kids Say the Darndest Things because it is very similar to Kids Say the Darndest Things.
And you're gonna love the show, even if you hate kids. Especially if you hate kids.
Have fun watching. It's very funny.
I ghostwrite for Meek Mill.
I'm gonna get attacked for saying this, but I like The Weeknd better than Drake.
You like The Weeknd better than Drake?
J. Cole, you don't.
A classic comparison.
You don't know who J. Cole is.
No, I love J. Cole. Wow.
That's The Weeknd.
J. Cole is not The Weeknd.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Wait, hold on.
No, you
have like no chill right now. Hold on.
No, you have no chill. No, you have no chill. Nobody here has chill. I'm sorry. You don't think I have chill?
You have no chill
You know
right
how many
now.
times I smoked weed in a bathroom today? And I have no chill?
Welcome back to Get It Done with High.
Leave it then. 2123, that's the number of people that are watching right now. 2,123.
Is that less or more? It's more.
It's more, it went up, buddy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, people are like, oh shit, Fat Nick is on TV. Let's go watch old Fat Nick. Does anybody call you Fat Nick in the movie?
That was the working title.
That's right. Brian, if you're just tuning in, is the star of Uncle Nick in theaters. You got to find it in some places.
Nor it's at in
starting
Sacramento.
Friday.
The Crest. Remember that old place?
The Quest in Sacramento, that old place.
Yeah. But yeah, this Friday.
So we're back with more of goddamn Woody Harrelson.
What?
This is our... People send in different ways of that GDWH could stand for.
Okay.
Going deaf when heavy monkey, that's a good one. That's from Brecht Paulson. Smarmy Army wrote the goddamn Woody Harrelson. Because goddamn Woody Harrelson, why doesn't he just come on here and smoke? So that's what I was talking about, is that like it's still a thing where everybody's worried about kids and what it can do to them, like if they start too young.
Yeah.
You know, so...
That's where most of the shame comes from. Oh.
Because they don't need to, either they feel they're a role model who doesn't want kids to start smoking, or they have their own kids and they don't know how to have that conversation.
I do, and I don't have to yet. But I mean, I'm not going to be able to lie to him. I can't.
He's going to dial this up on the internet.
or
he's
anything
gonna go, look at the old man. He smoked like a champ, and he's pretty normal acting.
Right. No, we'll just me and my wife.
So why can't I do it?
We'll just talk him through it. I mean, he's a super cool kid. I don't foresee it being a problem. But I mean, I'm not the wake and bake guy anymore. So I think I'm a little bit about moderation.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I've kind of, you can just talk to him about doing that. Like, don't be a fucking dumbass and smoke it all day, every day.
Yeah, and also, if you really talk up how much you used to smoke, that might dissuade him right there. Because
Right.
he wants to do what your parents do.
Right, exactly.
When you get to a certain age, you're like,
yeah, I'm already worried
gonna do
about that.
something
Yeah.
different.
Killing spree.
Well, I've laid out all the cool stuff. He's like,
what are you going to do if
he's
he
the
becomes
total-
a brony?
I don't know, brony? Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
To me, like, the worst is, like, if he starts a Sublime tribute band or something. That, to me, that's where I'd
What's so
have
bad
to draw.
about that?
I fucking hate Sublime, man.
Dominating.
I like music, and
That's all you have to say.
hey, you know what I was going to ask
don't
you
like
about?
Sublime.
So you've done the cruises. I did the metal cruise
Yeah.
out of Miami to the Bahamas. It was
Sure.
Motorhead, and they were not cool about the weed on the boat. So
What?
yeah,
What was the cruise line, if you don't mind saying?
yeah, not Swedish, but
Norwegian?
I don't know. Not Finnish, but maybe from that area. Former Vikings. Yeah, it was weird.
Was everybody super into weed on the boat and bummed out about it?
No, but what happened was, it might have been because we were still in the port of Miami, but like when the first band started playing, I was smoking with some new friends that I met.
Sure.
Up on the deck, and I mean, it was super obvious. But then I heard that people were, I was with other bands later on, so we were more discreet about it. And it was okay, but it was basically, let it known that it was frowned upon, Well, but people were getting hammered.
Every rock cruise I've been on, one of these beauties you can do this anywhere you
Right,
want.
there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, just out now,
out and out,
smoking
bowls and
bowls or
stuff.
joints,
Most of the employees on those ships don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
They
what
might
about
give
the
you a
cops?
little stink eye.
We had
Cops?
Yes, I was standing with
There's
5 other
cops
people
on the boat? They must have been worried about violence or something, because I've never seen. There's no cops on the
Three dudes
ones I've
came
been on.
running up. Well, have you gone out of Miami to? Have you done the Bahama
That
run?
exact run, same cruise line, same run.
What the
You
fuck?
must have that must be a more violent crowd, like when they drink
Well,
and stuff.
absolutely. I mean, yeah, during a Slayer show, a dude first night wound up jumping off a bunch of shit and hurting people, and then wound up 3 nights in the clink on the boat. Yeah.
How awful would that be to be on
Terrible.
to be on a vacation on a boat?
Right.
But you like the overall experience?
So fun.
Yeah.
And I got on the boat, and I was already, I went to hang with my friends and to watch bands, and then I get on the boat, and I'm like, man, I don't really drink anymore, and I don't like the sun, and I don't like boats. I'm starting to go through the list of why I shouldn't be on the boat. But then
Be like music, like everywhere you turn, all the time.
It was.
And food whenever you want
yeah,
it.
yeah,
There's
that
so
was
many
great.
great, fun things about it.
But it's like Golden Corral is a boat. I mean, it's not the best food. It's kind of shitty.
Well, you got to pick and choose what
And then you're
your
having
what your
sushi.
things are. Like I always eat a shit ton of
Yeah.
soft serve when I'm on those things.
But I had friends eating sushi day 3, and I'm like, you're bad at making choices. Like, eat sushi day 1 when it was freshly
You don't
caught
think they're dropping
2
a
days
net
ago.
off the side?
No,
Getting more
I don't.
sushi? Can you sign this card, Brian? It's
No.
a card that pretty
Fuck
much
your
every
card.
guest for a while now has been writing their signature on there.
Mm-hmm.
And after you do that, I'm ready to announce that this one is just going to go in randomly with all the cards we send out. So at the regular price for a blue card, you could actually get this, our special card number 420 signed by a bunch of guests. Did I sign it already? Yes, I did.
See, there's the cough.
So somebody's going to get that. And you also got...
Glug, glug, glug. Oops.
We also got mugs, Brian. These mugs are very expensive. We got T-shirts.
Expensive?
And they're all at bit.ly/Doug merch. What else you got to plug, Brian? We got to wrap it up.
With Bob and David's on the Netflix.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
It just came out on like Friday or something,
Yeah.
right? On
well,
Black
2 weeks.
Friday?
Yeah, I think the week before. But I'm super proud of it. And I'm happy to be writing with those guys again. And we're hoping that people will watch it so we can do
more stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember Mr. Show?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, it was a blast. This run was so fun, man. Because we got almost everybody back.
I got to watch it. I'm just doing this thing where I'm trying to watch 365 movies in 1 year. And And I still got to watch 80-some movies by December 31st. So I've been avoiding television because also I love the TV show Fargo is really great.
Oh, I
haven't been watching that this season. I've always been
You been watching Walking Dead? Yeah. Oh man.
I had to catch up on it recently because I went on the show and so I binged.
Oh, Talking Dead or
Talking Dead.
Cool.
And I just love it. I just love all the zombie kills.
Maybe 2 years ago, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to stick with this.
It was getting a little dreary, but now there's always a serious threat. There's always shit could go crazy sideways any moment.
It feels more like an action movie and less like a, I don't know, melodrama.
No, I really, I like what Rick's grown into. Like he's a fucking really intimidating figure, and his son Carl is pretty much becoming the same thing.
Yeah, he's a little badass.
That shit going on with him and that other kid. Anyway, I'm going to be doing stand-up. Have you been to Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina?
Yes.
Great club, right?
Yes, I have. Yeah, it was great.
I'll be there Thursday night, and then I'm going to be in Las Vegas at the Plaza Hotel on January 24th. That's a 420 show. And in San Antonio, first time in San Antonio in a long time, at LOL, have you played there?
I know that.
That would have been a good time for a spit take.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at LOL Comedy Club. Oh, it's not good? It's a bad... Saturday, January 30th at 420. DouglasMovies.com for all of it. Subscribe to the show if you haven't already. Click on the like thing. Buy a Pokeball. Buy all this stuff for Christmas.
Shut down.
Go see Uncle Nick.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just support us, you guys.
I'm super proud of it.
We really need you. And you think it's a fun movie? Like, when's the VOD is going to happen soon, too?
Yeah, I wouldn't say fun. It's funny and it's dark. And it's not like anything a Christmas movie you've seen in a while. Actually, it's exactly like Love the Coopers, the Diane Keaton one.
No, it isn't.
But
that movie's not doing so great.
If she was a giant creep who tried to fuck a 19-year-old girl, it's like that.
I don't think it makes you a creep just because she's 19.
Well, no, that's separate.
It's your behavior that makes you a creep.
Yes.
It's the way you are.
Right.
All right, thank you, Brian Posehn. Thank you guys for watching. Our next show will be Monday, December 7th at 7:15 Pacific time. So that's 10:15 on the East Coast. What's happening? Huh? Oh, we forgot to do the magic trick. And by we, I mean just me alone. That's the first time that's ever happened, right? I just totally forgot about the magic trick. Because Gabe wasn't here last week, so I got into that mode. You ready to watch a magic trick, Brian?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Come on in, Gabe.
Where do I go?
Oh, right here's fine.
Okay.
Not gonna do it
Where do you
myself.
go?
I don't need to be in there for this.
All right, I have 8 random cards here. 7, Ace, King, 10, Jack, 4, 2, Queen. I want you to use your high intuition. Just put your finger on one of those cards.
An
Just
enemy
any?
has
Yeah.
been slain.
The 2, okay. Is there a reason you chose that?
King seemed obvious.
That's true. Well, you have pretty good intuition because these cards actually all came from the same red deck, except for one of them. The 2.
The 2 is blue.
Fuck, man. You just turned my world upside.
That was better than an air horn, though,
yeah.
right?
I have no fucking idea how he did that, but
He's good.
yep, he would have been burned as a witch 20 years ago.
And stick around for the post-game interview. Gabe has got a question for you that he'd like to ask that we post on the internet, and people can watch that under the. Those are called Gabe Time. And as I was saying, we're doing a show next Monday night, 7:15 Pacific. See you next Monday.
An enemy has been slain.
Hey everybody, we are back in this basement with a newbie and an old bee. The newbie is Mr. Tom Rhodes.
Yay!
Longtime friend of mine and fellow pot smoker. We performed in Amsterdam together once.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Was it 2 Drink Minimum together?
Probably.
There was a.
Hosted by Jake Johansson.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
In New York City.
Yeah.
And Josh Wolf is here. He's back again for his 4th appearance.
Yes, sir.
4th go-round.
I have to tell you, I told you earlier, super excited to be on with Tom, because for me, this is one of the top 10 funniest comics out there.
Yeah, he's a hidden gem, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
But part of that was the amount of time you've spent abroad. You sort of became famous elsewhere.
Yeah, I moved
for a
to
time.
Amsterdam for 5 years. And then,
and you were huge over there.
well,
I'm told.
I had a late night talk show on Dutch television for 3 years, and there's only 4 channels there the way we used to be 20 years ago.
So they all have to watch it.
So
it's like
you
Carson,
got 25%
Johnny
of the
Carson.
market.
Is a late night Dutch talk show, is it wacky like a Japanese game show, or is it more like, do you know what I mean? Or is it more like the late night talk show you see here?
Well, the show just started.
If it was his show, I assume it was not that wacky.
There's no censorship on Dutch television. You can say anything and you can do anything. The only censorship on Dutch television is you cannot endorse products. Like you can say you like beer, but you can't say you like Heineken. That's specifically endorsing a brand. So, can I tell a story, or do you? I've never done the show.
We're going to start smoking at 20 minutes after the hour, because then it'll be 4:20 somewhere, and then we will. We got some coffee coming in for Tom.
Yay!
And so that sort of disrupts things. So let me real quickly set up that we have on the table. We have not only a bunch of lovely vapor pens from Honey Farm with a bunch of great flavors.
Thanks, Honey Farm.
Yeah. We also have 2 strains today, sativa and indica, and the sativa's strawberries and the indica is white bubba. And
That name makes me laugh.
yeah, that's a fun one. And it's not as violent. Too many of the names are kind of violent.
Yeah.
They sound like they're gonna kill you if you smoke, like green crack and stuff like that.
White Bubba seems like a cool guy that I might hang out with.
Yeah.
White Bubba.
Yeah. Who doesn't like white bubba?
Yeah, White Bubba. I'd sit down at Cracker Barrel with White Bubba and have a sausage and egg sandwich without a doubt.
All right, so you want to tell a story real quick?
Well, we had Steve-O from Jackass on once.
Sure.
And there's no censorship on Dutch television. So
what did he do to his balls?
He stapled his ball sack to his leg.
Oh.
And then, in Dutch television, you could show it and get close-ups of it. And then after the show, he wanted me to take him out around Amsterdam. And he had a ton of cocaine and a bunch of powdered ecstasy. So we went to my apartment, we did some cocaine, some powdered ecstasy, and then I took him to the Zebra Lounge, which is where these celebrities hang out. I think I might have taken you there when we were there. It was a really cool place.
Yeah.
So he ends up disappearing with these people for like 3 days, and he was the man on MTV. He's missing all these interviews that he's supposed to be doing. The Entertainment Tonight of Holland ran a thing. Steve-O's missing.
That means it's 19 minutes after the end.
Okay, great. So he goes on to he pops up on Entertainment Tonight of Holland, and they said, you disappeared for 3 days. Where were you? And he said, I did the Tom Rhodes show. Tom's a cool guy. And then Tom took me out, and we did a bunch of cocaine and powdered ecstasy. And like the guy ratted me out on national television that I had done hard drugs with him. And who knew you couldn't trust a guy who staples his ball sack to his leg?
Yeah, you'd really think he's
You learn something every day, I guess.
I thought for sure that was a trustworthy individual.
Did that end up being bad for you, though, that got out there?
It actually gave me some street credibility.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
How did he, I know this is, maybe I'm asking too much, but like, what was the staple removal process?
His dirty fingernail.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Apparently he,
I'm not sure what the right answer would have been, but that's not the one that I wanted.
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't bring in a team of highly qualified,
Neosporin and
clean. Yeah. So all the pipes are loaded if you want to try them, or like I said, the vapor pens are very tasty.
Sativa's more
wait.
laugh and think
The
of
up and fun and
happy
yeah.
joke writing week.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean it's late. You know, this is one of the later shows that we've done, and so I guess it doesn't matter how trashed we get. 'Cause
I'm
it's
gonna
not like we're going to work
salute.
after this.
We're working right now.
Yeah, this is it. This is our job.
How do I tell which one is which?
What do you mean? Oh, I pack them all with sativa. If you want the indica, then we'll pack
got
it
it.
Great.
separately.
I want to salute the glass blower.
And this guy, you put it in his belly, and then
Wow.
and then you light it. Yeah.